What up, guys? Your boy Carlos, and we're back with another one. I'm just going to try and make this quick because I know that these build videos can be extremely long. Let's just get into the armor. First off, I'm wearing a soldier set. I'm wearing the soldier headpiece, actually, and I'm wearing the warden chest piece. And the reason I chose warden chest piece is just because it has a plus 24 bonus to physical armor, and I feel like it looks better, in my opinion. If you want, you could definitely run the Templar set or the soldier chest piece, but the soldier headpiece is where it's at just because you have the 15% melee crit strike and crit damage by 12%. I'm wearing the Deerstalker gloves just because it has 12% damage multiplier, which is just nice extra damage. And then we're wearing Paladin pants and boots just because they're better versions of the soldier set. As far as rings, I'm wearing the Ring of Endless Life, which you get from a boss fight, the big Unga Boonga guy over in the south east. I'll show you here in a second. And then I'm wearing Ring of Health just because it gives you a plus 4 health regen and plus 50 health overall. So that's nice. I was rocking both of them at the same time. I'm not sure if they stack. I couldn't tell a difference, so I just switched out to this. And I would suggest this, but this is still currently not working, so it doesn't work. And if you're more of a mana guy, then you could probably run this if you want. As far as skills, I'm going to show you two different ways to build this. Now, I am full on heavy guy, so I'm running just full on hammer because that's what the game wants us to do, because you get heavy specialization, which allows you to attack faster with hammers. It doesn't work. I can't tell a difference. And as far as I could tell, the developers that made this game or whatever, Keen, I could tell you guys have never played strength builds. I have 20 plus years in strength builds. There needs to be a lot of work with the two-handers. A lot of work. There's a lot of things missing, like hyper armor or poise tanking, or maybe overall swings or certain things that need to happen. But whatever. If you guys want my honest opinion, if you're going to make this build, you're going to play this, do away with the two-handing stuff. I want you to come up through here and stop right here and then no further. If you want, you can take this point out and you can put it here just so you have a higher crit chance. But then again, that's only with two-handers. So if you want to not do two-handers, don't do it. Come up through here and do swift blades. I feel like the sword and board or the one-hander and shield is much better. It does, not as good damage, but it's more consistent damage. It's just overall better gameplay and a lot easier to do, whereas the two-handers leave you open so much. That's why I feel like there needs to be a big change in the two-handers. And if you don't want to run hammer, then obviously you just come out through slasher, or you just come out through thrust or whatever. You're just going to end up here just to have more crit chance. So that's good. And then you get your points in the constitution and strength. 100%, you definitely want to come down through here. You want all the armor that you can get. You're going to build all the way into tank, all the way in. You don't want to put a point in here until you're fully maxed out, like you have your flame max. But this is a really good tree. You don't need to come any further in this. These are dead skills. You can use this if you want to be the ultimate tank, but guys, it doesn't really matter. Just 1 point here for the strength. And one other thing I want to suggest is feast. Feast is huge just because anytime you eat meat, which you're constantly eating meat in this game, you just get 15% more health. I mean, that's really, really nice to have. So as you can see, this is what I have tree-wise. I've just come straight down, branched off here, which I'm suggesting you to just come all the way down and just cut it off here because you don't need this extra strength. You don't need the two-hander. It's not that good. As far as this, the jump attack, definitely want. Jump attack is so good with melee. Definitely want to do that. And then moving on, I just came up through here just to get more points. This is really good. I would suggest maybe coming up to backstab mastery. Problem is you'd have to waste points on Blood Warrior, and Blood Warrior is so bad. This is not a good skill at all. I wish this wasn't here. I wish this was maybe here. But backstab mastery, you're going to be attacking enemies from behind probably like 50% of the time. So that's just more damage. And like I said, you don't really need merciless attack. You could probably go sneak attack, which I think is pointless on this build. But ultimately, just to get more, 25% more damage, because all you want to do is roll behind the enemy and start attacking him. Just get that damage up. But you don't really need this, and you don't really need this. But, whatever. As far as this is just for me personally. I love to be able to double jump, and I love to have more movement speed or anything like that in a game. I do a lot of PvP, so movement is king in PvP. If this is just a PvE game, so it doesn't really matter. If you guys don't want these, you don't need this either. So there's that. Also, another big thing is evasion attack. If you're doing a melee build, this is huge. You just roll dodge and then jump right back in and get a smash on them. And of course, being able to heal yourself for 5% of your maximum health on a crit is really nice. So that just goes with the overall lifesteal. Now you'll see that I have built into the intelligence, Roy, and the reason I did that is just to come down through here to the water aura. Now water aura is huge. In my other videos, you saw that I was, constantly getting my health to tick back up. It's from water aura, and it works for your entire party, and you're going to want to put another point in that just so you can double every point of health that you're getting back out. And that's why I've come here. You see, I got an intelligence here. This doesn't matter. And then I got intelligence here. So here's 2 more points of intelligence, which will count as 4, just based off that. And then I've put points here. That's stupid, but this works really well just because you have 20% chance to reflect 50% of the damage done. That's really nice to have. It works better against fell enemies because they seem to take more damage to fire. If you don't know what fell enemies are, the dudes in the Enshrouded. And then another point of intelligence. Now, I said there was another way to build this, and And you can obviously get rid of all this stuff. You're probably gonna have points left over if you get rid of this. You definitely want to build in here and leave everything else, but you're gonna need 13 points to do the other build. You can probably get rid of this or pull from here. You really don't need this. You can pull from here, but you want to build down through here. And this is only if you're going to do bosses or like the Enshrouded areas a lot. And this is called Radiant Aura. And what this does, it kind of works like Mystical Mail from Smite. I haven't played Smite since like 2016, but I remember a chess piece called Mystical Mail, and it constantly radiates damage around you. And you can get anywhere from 40 to 50 tick damage per second on fell enemies, which are the blue enemies. The only fell enemies I noticed that it didn't work on were the blue dragons in the Enshrouded area. So I guess technically they don't count as fell, but everything else like the Banshees, the Fallen Warriors and all that stuff, the bosses, it works on every one of them. So that's another way to build if you want. And as far as overall attributes, now we have all the food buffs on, so I'm at 23 constitution, 20 strength, and 15 intelligence. And you can see my max health is at 1500, which is, I mean, we're tanky. We're tanky as hell. And the foods that you want to eat are these. So this technically counts as a grain product. So you can eat both of these together and get a lot of strength and constitution out of it. Plus you get 1 intelligence. So that's more intelligence for us to get more of our healing back. And on top of that, I eat these as well, which is super easy to make. And that's another 4 intelligence. So we're getting 5 intelligence in total just from the foods we eat. We're getting 4 strength and 7 constitution, which is just making us a really tanky person, which is really nice. All right, guys, that pretty much sums it up. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment. Helps this channel a lot, helps me out a lot, and I will see you all in the future. If you have any, if you have any comments at all though, about what's going on, I could be more descriptive. Just shoot me a text or something online. Later, guys.